Okay, hello. Here we are at episode 3 commentary. I am Sharon Belle, and I am voicing the character of Harley Swift down the rabbit hole.
Oh, down the rabbit hole. I'm Maree Railton. I'm the creator and animator of Swift and Loose. And we get a nice little aerial shot at the start with the classic fan rotating.
You can't be serious.
Oh, this was so sad, this visual, when I saw it. That's what I love, though. It's just like, I mean, I know what's happening. I know she's living in her office, but I'm just so constantly surprised by what it actually looks like. I saw that and I was like, oh, Harley.
She doesn't even have a bed. She's like sleeping on her brother's old desk.
I believe I already have.
Which I'm sure she could afford a bed, but, you know,
It's
a better visual.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
Madam Wolf, I need to oversee the dissection of my client list.
I love the sassy
Oh, yeah.
sitting on the edge of the desk
Now,
with the legs
forgive me
crossed
if I'm
look.
missing it under the layers of dust
I
and
know.
so on,
Ugh, she's
but
so
I'm seeing
critical.
a
Just
distinct
stop it.
lack of pacework.
It's so hard because, like, the dynamic, sometimes I'm like, just stop making fun of her, okay? But, like, when you watch the whole thing, you're like, okay, it's their dynamic, it's fine, like, you know, like, you'll notice later on in this episode how you see her kind of, like, ease up a little.
Any work on this case at all?
But yeah, I'm like, why you gotta pick on Harley?
Yeah, I think it's gotta be a bit of like legitimate friction at the start. Otherwise, you don't really sort of get to see any development if they're nice to each other, and then at the end they're still nice to each other. So
Yeah. That little mini fridge. Oh, I just saw one. It said generic something. What was it? Generic cereal?
generic container.
I'm just
That's good.
for seeing.
I'm looking for those now.
Actually, looks like you're doing an adequate
Yeah,
job.
it's so great too that she's just like,
Yes, well, it's hard
from
to
the
tell
outside,
when
you know,
your
just
skills begin
being
to
judged by
apply
Miss Wolf, and then just actually being such a competent detective. I love that.
Yep,
Listen, Swift, I'm an impatient.
I love the back shots
You
of
can hunt down
that
Madam
shot there
Sterling
of
within the next week.
Madame Wolf are just
I'll pay you double.
against the pin board. Just that shot turned out so great. I'm just really happy with that shot. Just the lighting looks great. Yeah, I had to be really careful of the character dynamics, because I know in shows like this where you've got
I'll
one character who's like really
Let's swing by
sassy and a
Wood
little
Street
bit
first,
mean,
I'll get
and
back
you've got the
first.
other character who's like really competent but like I guess a little bit of a goody two shoes. People tend to like gravitate towards the sassy character, and I was like, I know I need to make sure Harley is really likable.
I'm Detective Harley
Um,
Swift.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
investigating
and
the missing
everyone's like
persons
commented
case.
on
It'd
how
be
much
great
they
if
like Harley, so
you
I guess it worked out really well.
What do you need to know?
I'm
just wanted to
happy.
ask a few
Yeah.
questions
I'm
about
happy it
an
went that way.
associate of yours. I was wondering if you
Yeah,
could-
you did a good job. Yeah. He's so funny. Okay, so I just noticed something too. His goat shirt, and it kind of looked like his like hair poking up looked like a goat.
Yeah, and his name's Billy.
That was on purpose, right?
Yep. And this
No,
guy
Okay.
I'm a
is,
detective.
do you know
I'm
who
here
this
about a
guy
missing
is?
persons case.
Do you understand
No.
why? He has a rose tattoo.
Ms.
He's,
Wolf?
He's the beast.
He's the beast, you got it.
Yes. Oh, so good. Oh my gosh, I didn't pick up on any of this. I love that we're doing this together.
So, like, technically the beast is kind of like an animal. Everyone's an animal. The beast is, I guess, sort of like a bear, dog, man, pig kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, that counts as a fairy tale animal.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love this because that was another track where it was like, just I was just doing a bunch of sound effects of like getting my foot stepped on, or I think I just did a whole. I don't know if I did it like just the foot getting stepped on for this episode, or if I did them all in one track. I can't remember. All I remember is just making a lot of noises
Yep.
at one point.
It was an odd vocal track to
And I
go
was
through.
like, what is she gonna do with this?
But more to the point,
There was some pretty unusual noise. Oh, this shot! Sorry, I have to interrupt here. This shot was hell. This shot was hell to animate. It took me like 5
Why?
days to do that big zoom out. This shot was fine, but that massive zoom out, and it's only used for
Okay.
that shot and this shot It's 2 shots, and it took so
Circle the same
long.
like a canary.
Ah,
Doesn't know what the bacon is,
just have to express my
No one
anger at that shot.
understands.
No one understands how long that shot took.
He's a client
Anyway,
from way back
I might
when.
use Skies of
Stopped
Fallon
coming to see the
Industries
girls
again
after we
when
left
it
Bacon.
gets
Do
to
you know
it.
where he works?
Yeah.
No, but I know where he hangs out on Saturday nights. That bar on Posea Lane.
Bar Black Sheep? That's across the street from my office.
It is indeed. I say we corner him tonight.
I say you need to stay out of sight or he'll get scared off.
What does that mean?
Look,
Oh
this is our
my
most important lead
gosh.
so far, and I
It
only
was
got
so
it because you
awful
weren't
to
having
watch.
fun.
It's so funny. You have
I just
like
think these guys would feel more comfortable.
anything I do, I have such a personal connection with my character, and watching this was so hard.
Wow, yeah, right.
Let me remind you.
Just like how
that I am
much
the
more
one
threatening
who
it is with that
knows
visual
you.
of her just like looming over her and being so
I know
much
where they
taller.
are. I know what they look like, and without me,
Harley has,
you will find
bunny ears
no one.
Throughout the
All
show,
right.
in shots
Swift.
here and there from tree branches and whatever. And in the shot a couple of shots ago,
It's fine.
when she was leaning against the sign, the arrows in the sign are actually.
Oh
above her
my
head, just like
gosh,
bunny ears.
that's so cool. I love that.
Meet me halfway.
Oh, and this look.
When we look for Sean Barber, I'll stay out.
It's
of
amazing
sight.
how much
But I
you
need to
could
get close enough to point him out.
portray
I can work with that.
using facial expressions in
You?
an animated show. I was just shocked.
Stake out.
Like these are like really small moments that are just so effective, and they're just looks.
Yeah. Yeah, well, in this show especially, that was actually like my number one thing when animating. I was like, I don't have time to do big animated movements, but I can do facial expressions quite well. So, yeah, it's basically a way to get the animation done fast, to make sure there's a lot of animation in a lot of feeling in the facial expression. All right, that was episode 3. Join us again for episode 4.